What is up, everybody? It's Cobes here, and today I'm back with a Fortnite video. In today's video, I have the top 10 worst duo set skins inside of this game. I want everyone to tell me what you think is the worst duo set skin. So I'll give you a quick example. It's like Red Knight and Black Knight, that's a duo set. Dark Voyager, Dark Vanguard, that's a duo set. Maybe that won't make the list for you. Maybe that's not your least favorite, but that's just an example. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And if you guys want to go check out my top 10 best duo set skins, you can check that out. I'll put it in the description. But in today's video, I think it's going to be a little bit more fun because I love talking shit about skins. If you like any of these skins, make sure to drop a like and dislike at the same time. Do it on some separate accounts. Subscribe on like 100 accounts, guys, please. Thank you. At my number 10 spot, I gave it to Cipher and Circuit Breaker. And at the number 10 spot, that would probably be maybe 11th, 12th, or 13th if we were ranking it, like ranking all of them at the same time. But at the number 10 spot, it's the best on this list. I just wanted to get that out of the way. So Cipher and Circuit Breaker, honestly, I feel like they shouldn't have even made this list because I like them so much. They just weren't good enough, slightly weren't good enough to make the top 10 best. So that's why they're on this list. I still wanted to give them a little bit of credit and talk about them because I actually think they're really good. They're just not good enough for me. At my number 9 spot, I gave it to Assault Trooper and Commando, and really I can't sit here and talk shit about these skins because they're so simple. What could I really say? They're just default skins, or at least the Assault Trooper looks like a default skin. And then Commando, I actually like this design personally. So that's probably why it's higher up on this list than some of these skins, because when we get to like the number 1 through 5 spot, that's when I really just start to hate the design. I can't really sit here and hate on these because they're so simple. What can I really say? Oh, this one looks like shit because it's got a shirt on it. It's like, no, that I just cannot do that. At my number 8 spot though, I gave it to the Dark Voyager and the Dark Vanguard. For me, I do like the Dark Vanguard. I do. I think it's a pretty good legendary skin. I'll put it in maybe my top 5, maybe my top 7, just to give myself a couple extra picks before that because I don't know exactly. I haven't ranked legendary skins in a long time. I don't really know what I'm feeling about all of them, but Dark Voyager, I just personally think he's overused, or at least he was overused for season 3, and now I just can't really stand him. Once something's been overused or overplayed, even if it's a great song, let's say, just for an example, even if you love this song and you know it's a great song, if you overplay it, you're gonna start to get sick of it. But the good thing is, one day you can go back to that song and you can appreciate it again. So I think eventually the Dark Voyager will be a skin that I do appreciate having, and I will actually start to like it a little bit more. But for the sake of this video, during this time, I just don't like it all that much right now. At my number 7 spot, I gave it to Devastator and Dominator, and I feel like this is a pretty good spot for them. I do like their skin design for uncommon skins. I just don't think it looks that great. Honestly, I would rather use Commando than either of these skins. That's why Commando and the Assault Trooper, I guess. Like, Assault Trooper definitely brought that one down a little bit in my opinion, but Devastator and Dominator, they just don't compare to Commando. I think Commando has a super simple design that works very well. Devastator and Dominator, don't get me wrong, they both have a very simple design, but it just doesn't work out in my opinion too much. But they are not bad by any means. I think once we get to our number 6 spot, that's when it starts to get really bad. So let's get into it, guys. At our number 6 spot, we have Abstract and Technique. And for me, Technique is a decent skin, I would say. It is a little bit overused and I feel like a lot of people like her, but I still kind of see past that. Maybe I'll get sick of it once I see it a little bit more. But this was like my favorite skin at the time, out of Carbide, out of Battlehawk, and then it was Technique. I had all 3 of those. It was my favorite at the time. But bringing in Abstract in this equation, wow. I think this is one of the worst skins in the game. If I made a top 10 worst skin list, it would probably be in top 5 for sure, no doubt. Abstract definitely brought this down a little bit, but I feel like Technique raised it up a bit more than Abstract brought it down. So honestly, if Technique was bad as well, I think this probably would have been the worst on this list. But for now, For this video, I still like Technique just a little bit. Just a little bit. She's hanging on by a thread, but in the future, this might be one of my least favorite ever. I honestly think it's because the guy just looks a little too like bulky, and he's a little bit too thick, honestly. And his colors are very bland. I don't like his back bling as well. So those are the reasons I dislike that guy. At my number 5 spot, I give it to the Hazard Agent and the Toxic Trooper. And for me, this is like a watered down version of the Dark Vanguard and Dark Voyager, who I'm already getting sick of. Actually. So these, basically, in my opinion, they copied the design and made it look worse. And their back bling are so horrible. I can't believe it. I can't believe these aren't lower on this list, but honestly, their back bling are horrible. I really don't like this design. There's too many skins that look way too similar to this. And it's okay to have skins look similar if they're like uncommon, because I feel like that's what uncommon skins should be for. They should have a similar design, and you pick the best out of all of them. You pick your favorite one. They're very simple, but having like an astronaut suit theme for 6 different skins in this game, it's just a little bit too much, and their back bling is disgusting. The only thing that is really saving them is their colors. I do like their colors, but other than that, I can't stand these skins. At my number 4 spot, funny enough, so at our number 8, 5, and 4 spot, we have very similar skins. I gave it to the Mission Specialist and the Moonwalker. And for me, these are worse than the Toxic Trooper and the Hazard Agent. Because at least the Hazard Agent and the Toxic Trooper ripped off the design completely from the Dark Vanguard and the Dark Voyager. But Mission Specialist and Moonwalker went a separate way. I think their colors are not that great. It's white and orange. They just don't look all that good. I don't know exactly why, but they just don't. They also have the open mask of the astronaut helmet, and I think that makes them look a lot worse as well. I just personally don't like these skin designs. They've just been outplayed and overused so much that it's making me fucking sick. But moving on to our number 3 spot, I gave it to the Brilliant Striker and the Radiant Striker, and for me, these skins are just not cutting it. They are not doing anything for me. And typically, I will give the rare skins kind of a little bit of slack. Just a little bit of slack, because like uncommon skins, they're usually pretty simple designs, and typically I think rare skins do they do the simple design very good. They do it a little bit better than uncommon skins, but then epic is when they start to like try a little bit harder, but it's not trying hard enough to where it's a legendary skin. If that makes any sense, I have no idea. But even with that slack, I still think Brilliant Striker and Radiant Striker could have had something a little bit different about them that made them better. Honestly, I think their colors are just a little bit dull. In the beginning though, I used to say I love these skins because in my mind they switched colors, but in reality, they just kind of, the colors kind of get bright a little bit, and then they go dull, and then they go a little bit bright, not even bright. What's like one notch up from dull? They go dull to one notch up from dull. Dull, one notch up from dull. It's disgusting. I really don't like these skins at all. At my number 2 spot, I gave it to the Blue Squire and the Royal Knight. And for me, what do I really have to say about these? They are just designs that I feel like could have been left in the trash. I really would love to see in like an alternate universe. Okay, is that really my wish? Is that if I have one wish, it's to see other skins in an alternate universe? All right, fuck that wish. But let's say hypothetically there was an alternate universe. The Blue Squire and the Royal Knight, if they're taken out of the game, I would love to see what else was brought into the game instead of those skins. They're terrible. They're just awful. They really are. And I know a lot of people are starting to use them more often, especially streamers. And once a streamer starts to use the skin, guess what? Everyone and their mom is using that skin. So expect to see more Blue Squire and Royal Knight. I'm not happy about it. I'm gonna shit on anyone who has it. At my number 1 spot though, for my least favorite skins, duo set skins at this point, I have to, like, I know it's a little bit different. Maybe I didn't just have this video be a little bit different, But the Nightlight and Light Show are just not doing it for me. I'm sorry guys, you're done, you're out of here, bye bye. Really, they're not that good. They really aren't. I used to promote these skins, maybe that's why. You know, I'm starting to dislike them so much because I would promote them so much. I'm like, wow, these skins really are good. But nowadays, no, they're not. And I'm sorry for promoting these. If you can refund them, go out and do it. I don't know exactly when they came out, maybe a month ago, so maybe it's too late, but honestly guys, I'm sorry for doing this to you. I really am. I'm sorry to anyone I recommended this skin for. I'll try not to do that. Like Hazard Agent and Toxic Trooper, I feel like at the time as well, they were pretty cool, but now it's like I really promoted them, but then I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that. And then I wait a little bit of time. I'm like, okay, these are decent, these are decent. Then I come out with the truth. Bam, they're horrible. But honestly, just always don't take recommendations from people. Always look at it for yourself and choose if you want to buy a skin. For anything in life, really. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. I really hope you did enjoy. Drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. This video was fun. If you have any video ideas, you can always leave them in the comment section as well. Bye guys.